Nebraska Public Media Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln for the 2023 NSAA Boys Basketball Championships. We kick off our day-long coverage this morning in Class D1. It's a battle of the Eagles of Johnson Brock taking on the Irish of North Platte St. Patrick's. And good morning, everyone. Along with former Nebraska standout Andy Markowski, I'm Larry Putney. Great to have you with us. Andy Kendi will be joining us momentarily. We will crown 6 state champions here on Nebraska Public Media. Great to have you with us. And Andy, you take a look at the matchups today, and we've got some familiar faces.
Yeah, no doubt. Rematches in Class A and C1, Class D1 and D2 going for repeat champions, and there's teams like Omaha Skutt that's going for a little redemption, happened to be in the finals a year ago with a chance to win it again this season.
Well, let's kick it off here in Class D1. Johnson Brock, a very defensive team, but they have some scoring as well.
Yeah, Johnson Brock is known for their defense. Yeah. They're currently giving up 37 points a game. They're only giving up 33 at state, which is abnormal. Normally you see some better offensive teams at state, so you might give up a little bit more point average than you had during the regular season, but not them. They've held teams to 33 points, led by Cam Dellinghouse, which is averaging 13 points a game. Got 24 in the semifinals, so he's going to be a big factor for Johnson Brock today.
And St. Patrick's comes in under Bill O'Malley. They were the champs last year, trying to go back-to-back.
Yeah, having that repeat experience, it probably carried them in the semis. Had a really tough double overtime win yesterday morning, so hopefully their energy level is back 24 hours later. But they're led by Brecken Erickson, 6'4" junior senior, currently averaging 17 points and 9 rebounds. Dallinghouse versus Erickson's going to be a terrific matchup to get us started this morning.
We will kick it off in Class D1, the 2023 NSAA Boys Class D1 Championship Final comes up next on Nebraska Public Media.
Life is full of milestones. Let Wayne State's graduate programs be your next big moment. Whether you work in education, criminal justice, business, public relations, human resources, information technology, or sports and recreation, our programs provide pathways to the next level in your career. Flexible and online, a Wayne State graduate degree helps you write that next big chapter in your life without having to put your life on hold.
Everyone deals with difficult times at some point in their lives.
Some people may lose hope and turn to drugs or alcohol.
You are not alone.
The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline now has a new number, 988.
988 is the 911 for mental health emergencies.
So if you or someone you know has a mental health crisis,
just call, text, or chat 988 for free confidential support.
There is hope.
The Lifeline works.
Just call 988.
We started with 48 teams. We're now down to 12. Today on Championship Saturday, we will crown 6 new state champions in boys basketball. It's the NSAA Boys State Finals here on Nebraska Public Media. Hello again, everybody. I'm Andy Kendi. It is the Class D1 Championship to kick things off, and we've got a good one for you this morning. It's North Platte St. Pat's coming in at 25-2, one of the 4 defending champs in the field, taking on the Johnson Brock Eagles. The Eagles come in 24-4. They last won a state championship in 2019. Time to kick off our pregame festivities, and for that, let's go cross court to Drew Denker.
On behalf of the Nebraska School Activities Association and its member schools, welcome to the 2023 NSAA Boys State Basketball Championships. The NSAA is proud to recognize its premier corporate partners, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, and Nebraska Orthopedic Center. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats to honor America as Carly Purdy of North Platte High School sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pinnacle Bank Arena for this morning's Class D1 State Championship matchup featuring the 24-4 and number 3 seed Eagles of Johnson Brock and the 25-2 number 1 seed Irish of North Platte St. Pat's. It's now time to meet the players and coaches. First, let's meet the non-starters for Johnson Brock. Number 2, Hayden Gravatt. Number 10, Chase Van Winkle. Number 12, Brody Kaler. Number 15, Garrison Bowie. Number 20, Grady Barrett. Number 21, Jalen Barrett. Number 23, Blaine Buckmeyer. Number 25, Austin Meyer. And number 42, Dalton Knippelmeyer. And now here are the non-starters for North Platte St. Patrick's. Number 0, Isaac Irish. Number 2, Porter Connick. Number 4, Trey Furmansky. Number 11, Logan Winder. Number 22, Thomas Gale. Number 32, Dimitri Pettit. Number 41, Sutton Tickle. Number 44, Seth Engler. And number 55, Coy Baker. And now here is the starting lineup for the Eagles of Johnson Brock. A 5'8" junior, number 3, Sloan Pelican. A 6'1" sophomore, number 5, Camden Darlinghouse. A 6'1" sophomore, number 13, Casey Darlinghouse. A 6'3" senior, number 22, Nick Parrott. And a 6' junior, number 30, Leighton Barrett. The Eagles are head coached by Lucas Darlinghouse. He's assisted by Ben Ideas and Garrison Dodge. And now here is the starting lineup for the Irish of North Platte St. Pat. A 6' senior, number 1, Andrew Brocious. A 5'11" senior, number 12, Zarek Branch. A 6'4" junior, number 15, Bracken Erickson. A 6' junior, number 20, Sam Troshinsky. And a 6'1" senior, number 23, Will Mose. The Irish are head coached by Bill O'Malley. He's assisted by Brendan Lines. The officials for this morning's contest are Pete Moreno, Tim Delvin, and Alan Van Tilburg. And the bench official is Rod Hartman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's play state championship basketball.
D1 State Championship, the North Platte St. Patrick's Irish just off of Silver Avenue, South Silver in North Platte, about 3 hours, 15 minutes from here at PBA. Johnson Brock had the quick hour drive up 67 and Highway to get here for this state championship. As we score off for our first title, how did they get here? Johnson Brock with wins over Howells Dodge and Maywood Hayes Center. North Platte St. Pat's at the top of the bracket knocked off Meade and had a tough one in the semis against Dundee County Stratton. That went 2 overtimes, 43-40 was the final. First matchup of the day here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Good crowd on hand for a morning session, bright and early. Lower bowl almost full, and the Eagles will control to open it up.
North Platte St. Pat's will start man-to-man. I think the 9 a.m. game, Larry, is such an easier game to play. You wake up, you're energy level. You don't have that anxiety. Just you show up to PBA, you get on the court, warm up, and go play.
That's better than waiting all day, right?
Yeah,
Until the late game.
Yep, you sit and watch.
Yeah. Three on the way, and right away, first three by Perriott, knocks it down, Nick Perriott.
Yeah, good possession. Johnson Brock did a nice job moving the ball from side to side. Perriott takes advantage with the three. Johnson Brock opens in the 2-3 zone.
Trying to pass down low, tipped away, and it will stay with St. Patrick's.
Yeah, Johnson Brock does not have the size. Nice paint touch. Good kick out by Sloan Pelican.
Three on the way, just off the side, and that's Brocious with the miss. And a travel is called on Troshinsky. You mentioned the Eagles not with a lot of size. In fact, Coach was talking there, not the biggest team on the court, but thinks they make up for that with some great hustle, and obviously they'll sag in that 2-3.
Yeah, especially with Brecken Erickson, 6'4", leading scorer for North Platte St. Pat. You know that he's on their scouting report and making sure they limit his touches.
Erickson posts up now, down low. Spin near the baseline, draws the foul, and Brecken Erickson to the line.
Yeah, good patience. It's the third possession. Really the first time they've done a good job of getting the ball on the block to Erickson. Was able to draw the foul.
There's Lucas Dollinghouse, 13th year for Johnson Brock. Dollinghouse picked up win number 200 in the semifinals with that 48-40 win over Maywood Hayes Center.
Cam Dollinghouse leading them at 13. They do have good balance. Pelican at 8.5 points a game. Nick Perriott with 10. So they're very capable from scoring several of the positions out on the floor.
Nice take there by Pelican, who draws the foul. Pelican had 10 in the quarters. He will shoot 2. There is Bill O'Malley. 12th season. 233-80 his record at North Platte St. Patrick's. He was a Sutherland head coach for 15 years. Off the front of the rim, the rebound to Troshinsky, and turned over. Down Dollinghouse in transition. Pump face. Let's get past open look again. Here is Perriott. Perriott with 2 threes early on.
Yeah, another nice job. Johnson Brock was able to use penetration to get the ball into the lane. And then kicked out for that open 3 from Perriott.
Nice job getting a hand in there. Another turnover. Driving kick right now. Strong rebound down low, back up for Barons. Can't get it. And the foul called on Leighton Barons. That'll be his first.
Yeah, Johnson Brock's doing a really good job. Got penetration to that spot in the short corner and then able to kick out on the backside. So far, Johnson Brock's a little more comfortable on offense. I feel like they've been able to move the basketball. North Platte St. Pat's still trying to figure out the 2-3, how to best probe and attack it.
6 shots already for Johnson Brock, just 2 for the Irish. There's Brocious with a long 3. Well, he couldn't miss in warm-up. See it about 7 or 8 in a row before they went to the halftime locker room. That'll be off of him and out.
See North Platte St. Pat is going to pick up full court here, maybe try to change the tempo, create a turnover, maybe to get them into some earlier offense.
First foul called on Erickson.
Yeah, Johnson Brock's using Perriott as the point guard. He's bringing the ball up, which is a really tough match for Brecken Erickson, which is probably traditionally guarding more players around the basket. They're having him out on the court. Picked up an early foul.
Stolen away. Zerk Branch. And a nice hustle defensively, getting back is Lane Buckmeyer. And Branch called for the foul. Johnson Brock here early on, 4 minutes gone. 7-1, Eagles on top.
Sarpy County, just minutes from Omaha, offers lots of things to do this winter. For the outdoor adventurer, hiking, ice fishing, or snowshoeing at recreation areas. If you prefer to stay indoors, museums, art galleries, or indoor pools at the hotels. There's holiday gift shopping at local boutiques or one of the malls. For a holiday outing or a weekend getaway, Sarpy County has you covered. Go sarpy.com to plan your next adventure.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
St. Pat trails Johnson Brock in the D1 final. You know, senior night is always a special night, but it was extra special in North Platte about a month ago. Braxton Summers Dehaney. He's normally a JV player, but on senior night they brought him up to the varsity to play against Hershey. They got him into the game. He's a young man with autism. They made sure he got a shot, and his one shot he drilled. And fans on both teams erupted. It was certainly a special moment. So special that Andrew Brocious, who's a senior for the Irish, said that was the highlight of his career. This is a guy in Brocious. He's a student council president, National Honor Society, band, choir, one act, and he says getting the ball to Braxton Summers Dehaney to make sure that he could have a shot, and he made the shot, was the highlight of his high school career, guys.
Wow, what a great moment. Thanks for that, Andy. Offensive foul. It's going to be called on Dollinghouse, his first.
Yeah, great job by Sam Trzynski here. You'll see him. Johnson Brock's done a good job of using penetration to get to the lane. One way to slow that down is to rotate from the weak side and take charges. So great job by Trzynski, and gets the ball back for North Platte St. Pat's.
Tried the lob inside off the front of the rim.
Johnson Brock's been very patient. Just kind of probing, trying to find the right matchup to be able to drive and kick.
Dollinghouse loses it. Branch again got a hand in there. Nice job on the turnover by Zerk Branch.
And that's the second time Branch has been really active with his hands to create a turnover. Had a chance to get a transition layup a couple possessions ago and missed it. North Platte St. Pat's, I think, is going to have to pick up their defense and try to create some turnovers like they have done. It's really struggling scoring against the 2-3 so far, first part of the first quarter.
Nice drive with the take by Buckmeyer. Triple teamed as soon as he touched it was Erickson, and Erickson is fouled.
Yeah, Coach Stallinghouse has done a good job. You can tell right now the attention is on Brecken Erickson. You know, they're playing 2-3. They're keeping 2 or 3 players around him. When he catches it, they're trying to get there with a quick double. Just not a lot of space to operate right now.
Back up and got the foul. The shot by Brecken Erickson. Logan Winder initially, and then Erickson cleans it up.
Yeah, it's so important when players are not involved offensively. You kind of start to maybe sulk or pout and be frustrated. The one thing you can do is go get on the offensive backboard. You know, you can commit to going after every miss, and give Erickson credit there. Was able to get on the backboard and get himself a 3-point play. Cuts the deficit to 5.
Here's Pelican, looks inside. Backing down is Perriott. And on the box out, the foul is going to be called on Johnson Brock of the Eagles. It'll be called on Buckmeyer. That's Buckmeyer's first. That's the second foul on Buckmeyer. Turnaround inside, Logan Widener.
And Coach O'Malley has, I think, really started to focus on trying to get some of those high post touches. Winder did a nice job of catching that 15-foot face and then scoring. Defensive pressure starting to increase. There you see kind of that high post area is the best spot against a 2-3, especially with a player like Erickson getting so much attention on that low block. You can either catch, shoot, look for maybe Winder to find opposite for that opposite wing 3.
And a travel on the drive. Called on Trushinsky. It's the 6th turnover here early on for St. Patrick's. Inside a minute to go, first quarter. Perriott thought about it. Drives baseline off glass, can't get it to go, and the rebound to Winder.
A good finish of the quarter by North Platte St. Pat. I feel like their defensive pressure has increased. A little bit better offensive rhythm against the 2-3.
Winder back into the game has certainly given them a punch of offense, too.
Yeah, another high post entry. Good 15-foot jump shot. Fortunately for Winder, couldn't get it to fall.
Knocked down. Cody Keeler with the knockdown 3.
And Keeler's a nice bench player. Only a freshman, averaging 7 points.
And the turnover with 10 seconds to go. And Perriott called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, nice job by Erickson rotating over. You know, has 1 foul already. I thought he did a nice job of being square on the drive. Anytime you can take a charge in the center of the chest, I feel like the referee is gonna give you that charge call, and I thought his foot position was parallel, and good piece of officiating.
Long 3 on the way is just off at the buzzer by Brocious. Johnson Brock with the lead here after 1. 12-6 is the score.
These are the hands of our farm, working for the future with care, recovering from the unexpected with the strength of a helping hand, celebrating victories big and small together. We know this operation like the back of our hands. Having an insurance partner who understands our needs is vital. We're part of the Farmers Mutual of Nebraska family, where they're always alongside you.
This is a growing corn plant. It's not battery-powered. It doesn't have a 300-mile range, but it's vital in our fight against climate change. Reducing 46% of carbon emissions and producing clean-burning ethanol. Corn ethanol is the climate solution we need now.
Welcome back here, Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln. Class D1 state championship to kick off our day-long coverage on Nebraska Public Media. Johnson Brock up 12-6 after one, shooting 3 of 4 from three-point range. Tried the oop inside to Branch, just a little bit too tall for Zarek.
Yeah, that's sometimes the issue playing against zone defense. Most teams have, 10, 12, 20 offensive man-to-man sets. You don't have that many against the zone, so sometimes it's hard to get your best player's shots. You look at Erickson only had 1 shot in that first quarter, and that was off an offensive rebound. So Coach O'Malley did a nice job of trying to run a lob, which was open, unfortunately for them. They just couldn't execute. So, keep an eye on that. I think they have to find ways to get Erickson a little bit more involved offensively.
Pelican gets that to rattle it for his second point. Back into the game is Winder again. Again, Winder just a sophomore. Provided a little bit of offensive punch when he came in for St. Patrick's with that high post. Second free throw good as well.
Yeah, so Johnson Brock, their balance has really shown. Pelican with 3, Kohler with a 3 off the bench, Parrott with 6. Their leading scorer, Kemp Dallinghouse, has yet to score, and they've got an 8-point lead to start the second quarter. So Coach Dallinghouse has to be really happy with, so far, the balance his team has had.
Drive by Brecken, throws it up, and a good rebound by Perriott, just off by Brecken Erickson. Bohe kicking it out. Open look for Pelican. St. Pat started out the game 0 for 4 in the first 4 minutes of that first quarter. Went 2 for 6 the rest of the way. Had 6 turnovers in that first quarter. Drive by Branch. Oh, nice take for Zarek Branch.
Yeah, definitely some gaps in that North Platte, or for North Platte St. Pat's to attack against Johnson Brock's zone. Good patience there, a couple reversals.
Three-pointer just off by Perriott. But he'll take that wide open 3. Long rebound to Dallinghouse. Strong take again, a nice defense.
Both coaches have kind of stayed, real no adjustments yet. Johnson Brock's playing man-to-man, or 2-3. North Platte St. Pat's has stayed in their traditional half-court man-to-man defense.
Oh, nice take. And a basket by Dallinghouse. That's Camden Dallinghouse. The Dallinghouse boys are twins, sons of Coach Lucas Dallinghouse, and now a turnover, and Kaysen Dallinghouse comes up with it. Here's Pelican. Perriott with another three. That's 3 threes for Perriott.
Yeah, once again, use that dribble drive penetration for a lane touch and a kick out for another three. That's their 4th of the game.
Perriott 3 for 4 from range. They're shooting 57% from outside the arc. And 19-8 is the score here, nearing the midway point of the second quarter. Hey, let's take a look back at last year's Class D1 state championship.
The North Platte St. Patrick's Irish faced Loomis for the 2022 Class D1 Boys Basketball State Championship. Third-ranked Loomis got off to a lead in the first quarter before top-ranked St. Patrick's began to pick up speed. St. Patrick's scored 23 points in the third quarter to nearly double their score. The Irish's Jack Heist helped limit Loomis's Quinn Johnson, the state's all-time leader in 3 points during the contest. Heist also contributed 14 points on offense alongside his teammates Brecken Erickson and Caleb Munson, who scored 31 points for the Irish, leading North Platte St. Patrick's to a 65-57 victory. This was the Irish's first state title since 1928.
How about that? Almost 100 years since they had won a state title until last year. Bill O'Malley leads them down here. They win the state title and right back here a year later looking to go back-to-back. That's impressive when you consider they lost 3 seniors off of last year's team, which represented more than 50% of their scoring. And here they find themselves back in a title game again.
Yeah, you know, it's a testament for maybe a few of the players that were in the rotation a year ago, put in the work, but I think it's that culture, that experience of getting here once, you kind of get a small taste of that. And I think it also helps confidence. I think the returning players that played, you look at Erickson was kind of their 3rd or 4th leading scorer a year ago, and now he's really a featured player, you know, in all of Class D1.
Gallo gets his own rebound, back up strong goes Erickson. A little too close, rebound again, another offensive board, and they can't capitalize on 2 offensive rebounds. No walk, no foul called, they'll let him play. Branch tries to bounce pass underneath. Had it tipped away. Foul will be called on St. Pat's, number 22. That's Thomas Gale.
You see Dellinghouse there. You know, I was talking about if you can be square, and at that time the defender was not square, kind of on the shoulder. And that's the difference between a block and a charge. Johnson Brock has just really shown good the possessions that they've been patient, able to drive the basketball, get multiple reversals.
Dellinghouse off the screen, and the 3 just long.
Another good open 3. I think Coach Dellinghouse will take that shot most possessions.
Erickson down low, boy, he touches it immediately. Triple team down there. Did they say he walked?
Yep, called travel. I think that's the hardest thing for posts is to be able to play in traffic. And certainly, as you referenced, every time he catches it, there's 3 sets of feet, you know, and a lot of hands, and it just requires some experience and some patience to, you know, find your spot to attack. You know, credit Johnson Brock. They've had a terrific game plan. That 2-3 zone has really limited North Platte St. Pat's offense.
Dellinghouse drives in and draws the foul. That's going to be the second foul called on Thomas Gale. Dellinghouse will shoot a couple.
Irish foul number 20. That's his first personal foul. The Irish's 6th of the half.
Yeah, we kind of talked about Johnson Brock's versatility. They're not the biggest team. I think just the amount of balance they have offensively have really forced North Platte St. Pat's into some tough matchups. They've kind of attacked some of those matchups where they've drawn fouls, where they've been able to get in the lane and kick out for 3s. Just so far showing really good versatility and patience on offense. You know, and they've capitalized shooting 4 of 8 from the 3, 50%, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line. So both those stat lines are the reason why they're up 13.
Free throws good by Dellinghouse. He had 11 in the quarters, 24 in the semis, and right now Johnson Brock on a 7-0 run to lead at 21-8.
Valley coming back to Logan Winder, kind of putting him in the high post. He had some success there.
Give and go there for Erickson, and he draws the foul. So trying to find other ways to get Erickson the ball.
Yeah, and the best way to do that is to maybe move your best player instead of putting them just on a block where they can be located. You see Erickson was able to kind of make that corner to, or wing the corner pass and make it cut. Nice job of getting to the free throw line. That's Erickson's 4th attempt.
Free throw is good. Engler will come in for Brecken Erickson to give him a breath. Erickson leaves with 5 points.
You see North Platte St. Pat's coming with some full court pressure. Nice job by Johnson Brock, able to break it.
Pelican.
See this 5-out motion, kind of pass and cut offense.
Barron's driving in, and Barron's will draw the foul. He's just off the bench. Engler picks up his first foul.
Well, Larry, another good possession where they're able to really spread North Platte St. Pat's and use dribble penetration to create some offense. This time picking up the 7th foul and getting to the free throw line.
Extends that lead now to 13. Largest lead of the game right now for the Eagles. Here's Moats. Chases his own miss, ball on the ground. Good job to keep it alive by the Eagles. Good hustle. That was Barron's again. Pelican drives in, loses it, calls timeout. Now they're going to say jump ball before the timeout. And possession arrow will belong to North Platte St. Pat's.
Yeah, here you see a little bit better gap protection there, a little bit better job at guard penetration. You know, anytime there's multiple hands on the basketball, you cannot call timeout. You have to be in sole possession of the ball. So nice job of officiating. Certainly, when 2 players had their hands on it, should be a jump.
Erickson back into the game, bounce pass to Moats, taken away again by Barron's. He's done a nice job defensively since entering the game.
And we kind of referenced Johnson Brock only giving up 37 points on the season, only 33 here at State, and so far only giving up 9 in the state finals.
Winder down low, gets his own rebound, back up off glass, and a nice shot by the sophomore. He's given him 4 points. Trails only Erickson's 5 for North Platte St. Pat's. And then the takeaway by Erickson. Here's Brecken Erickson driving in for 2. He's got 7.
A nice little run here to give them some energy. Got an offensive rebound put back and then use a turnover to create some transition offense.
5-0 run for the Irish. Barron's with it, drives in. That's going to go off Barron's and a turnover, and Widener there defensively.
Nice job by Erickson getting his hand on the basketball to create the turnover.
30 seconds left here before half. Irish have done a nice job cutting into the lead here late. 5-0 run.
Yeah, even if North Platte St. Pat doesn't score here, I feel like they found some energy. They found a little life. You can go in the locker room and feel good about kind of how they finished this second quarter.
Oceans with it. 10 seconds to go. The drive by Trushinsky. And Trushinsky knocks down that baseline jumper. Time ticking away. 1 second. They get a shot off the buzzer, but it's going to be off. And the Irish will end it on a 7-0 run to pull to within 7. There is Trushinsky with the bucket. 22-15, 7-point lead. Let's go over to Andy.
Coach, great defense for the first 15 minutes or so. How happy are you? You forced double-digit turnovers and really giving Erickson fits on, though.
Well, we were doing a good job up until about the last minute and a half or so. We allowed 6 points. Just poor decision-making on our part. But, yeah, otherwise, defensively, I think we've been playing fine. We need to talk about a few things, but, we'll see what happens.
What do you tell your kids at half?
Well, proud of their effort in the first half. We just can't make mental mistakes there to end the half and give them some momentum. So it's a good thing halftime's long. Maybe that'll squash their momentum a little bit.
All right, good luck in the second half. Johnson Brock leads by 7 in the Class D1 championship game. We'll have halftime festivities coming up next from Pinnacle Bank Arena.
We're for agriculture, for growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions.
The way we use electricity has changed a lot over the years. What hasn't changed is our commitment to make sure it's there the moment you need it. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
Coverage of the 2023 NSAA High School Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Kubota Dealers. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support.
Halftime here at the Class D1 state championship game. Johnson Brock leads St. Pat's 22-15. Happy to be joined by Jeff Strauss of the NSAA, and one of the many duties you have is to run swimming and diving, the competition that happened about a month, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago, a couple weeks ago. Tell me about that, and what a great event that is every year over at the natatorium.
Yeah, we're lucky to have a facility over at the Devaney Center that they have us over there for the 3 days. We start on Thursday with diving. We had a great day of competition. Actually, both of our champions came from the city of Lincoln. We had Eve Nelson from Lincoln Southeast and David Hatt from Lincoln Pius. And then on Friday, we move into swimming portion of the event, and we have our girls' prelims and our boys' prelims. And on Saturday, we have our championships. And we had quite a race. On the girls' side, we actually ended up with co-champions, second time in 50 years of girls swimming. And Omaha Marion and Westside came down right to the wire, the last relay, and that's how it happened. We had a tie on the girls' side for a champion. And Creighton Prep returned to the throne, so to speak, on the boys' side. I think they have 22 titles now in their school's history, which is about 15th nationally in boys swimming. So great event, great competition, and we really saw some really good swims over there.
Yeah, Creighton Prep's first title since 2020, and you mentioned that tie in the girls competition. That hasn't happened since 1982. And you also had a new diving format in terms of judging. Tell us a little bit about that and how positive was that?
So over the years, we've used the same panel of judges for both competitions, girls and boys. And after talking with some of our schools and our coaches, they thought maybe it would be a good idea to have separate panels for boys and girls. Those are long days. You're watching a lot of dives, and so when you can get more people involved and have them be a part of it, to me, that's a positive thing, and it really worked out great. Had great feedback on it and had a really good day of competition.
And some generational talents we saw in the pool, especially on the boys' side, actually both sides really, but Nate Germanprey of Westside you're going to see him swimming for a long time to come.
Yeah, fantastic athlete. Anyone that is just a pure swimming person that was able to watch that on Saturday had to enjoy what they were seeing, because he really did put on a show.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you mentioned long days. Well, these are long days for you and your staff at the NSAA, but also long days for the support system that we all have. I think that they deserve a shout out, do you not?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I wanted to be able to make sure that we took some time to thank the families, not only of our staff and our board, but of Nebraska Public Media, the rest of our media, all of our volunteers. You know, we're here in this month of championships for long hours, for a good chunk of each week, and there's got to be somebody at home that's taking care of things, whether it's the house or the family or the kids, the dogs, and they really hold it together for us, because we're just not home a whole lot. So a big thank you to everybody that's doing that at home for us, and I promise we will come back as soon as we're done with these events. So thank you for all you're doing.
That's Jeff Stouts getting some major brownie points at home, by the way. It's halftime of the Class D1 State Championship. Johnson Brock up on St. Pat's by 7.
What if it looked the way it actually felt? What if you could see how much it really hurts? And all the ways it changes your life and follows you wherever you go. Get a ride. A DUI costs more than you think.
It may be small, but this little bean fuels power. It powers a food industry as a source of protein. It's a fuel that powers diesel engines while reducing emissions. It powers a state economy and bottom lines. And it powers the rest of the world as a Nebraska export. Yeah, it may be small, but we're finding more ways for this little bean to power Nebraska.
Constellation is a natural gas supplier helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given more than $320,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
Education quest, take 4.
Why do you want to go to college?
I get to figure out what I want to do with my life.
Independence, living on your own.
I need to prepare myself for the future.
What's your biggest challenge in going to college?
Probably the hardest part is the application.
Deciding where I want to go.
College is a little scary. It's a lot harder and a lot more work.
The financial side of it is really confusing.
So what if you had a friend you could ask?
Back at Pinnacle Bank Arena, 22-15 is the score here at half. North Platte St. Patrick's at the end of that half. Andy went on an 8-1 run. What did you see? What was different for North Platte St. Patrick's in those last 3 minutes?
Well, I really feel they struggled to find some rhythm against the 2-3 zone, and then late in the half they used a couple offensive rebounds, putbacks. They've out-rebounded Johnson Brock, and 6 of their points have coming off of offensive rebound putbacks. So that was a big stat, and they were able to get their defense. They got a turnover. Erickson was able to get out in transition. So they scored in a couple different ways against the 2-3. They're 0 for 4 from the three-point line. So they're going to have to find defense, offensive rebound, some other ways to score in order to keep cutting into this deficit.
Take a look at some highlights from the first half. Johnson Brock got out to the terrific start. In fact, they opened up that lead, led by as many as 13 in the first half. But again, St. Patrick's late.
Yeah, Johnson Brock's done a good job of using dribble penetration to get into the lane to kick out. They've got 8 3-point attempts, and they've made 4 of them. So certainly that's been a big part of the game. And here you see penetration. That time they got into the lane for a layup. They've been able to get into the lane and get fouled. They're 6 of 8 from the free throw line. And there's a play I was alluding to. Erickson was able to pick the pocket, get out, and get an easy one, and then they were able to set their pressure again.
Here, look at the numbers from the first half.
Yeah, both teams, really struggling. 6 of 19 for Johnson Brock. North Platte St. Pat 6 of 21. The three-point line has really been the difference. Johnson Brock 4 of 8. Free throw line's pretty balanced, but as I mentioned, North Platte St. Pat has had the advantage on the backboard, 17-12. But you got to clean up your turnovers. They turned over 12 times against the 2-3 zone. I'm sure that's something that they're talking about in the locker room. And then Johnson Brock has used those turnovers for 12 of their 22 points.
And they have the lead here at half. 22-15, 7-point advantage for the Eagles of Johnson Brock, looking for their first state title since 2019. Second half coming your way.
You interact with your fellow co-op members just naturally through the community, whether it be church or a basketball game. You know, we all got to live together, so we serve together too. It's your co-op. It's not my co-op. It's not the CEO's co-op. It's your co-op. These are your assets that we own collectively together. So it's important to make sure that this thing stays resilient and is here for the next generation.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. They all get done with the Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor. Attachments designed to keep you moving. The Kubota BX Series with hydrostatic transmission. For more information and participating Nebraska Kubota dealers, KubotaNEsports.com.
Coverage of the 2023 NSAA High School Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Corn Board, Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation Energy. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support.
St. Pat's trails by 7. Here with the head coach, Bill O'Malley. Coach, a big run near the end of the half. What worked for you there, and how big of a momentum swing was it for your guys?
Well, we really needed something. We were pretty lifeless offensively for a good portion of the first half there, and I think the kids got a little more aggressive, putting the ball on the floor and attacking that zone a little more. They're doing a good job of packing it in and making it tough on us on the inside. But we've got to make them guard us, and so we're able to put it on the floor a couple times and be a little more aggressive going.
Yeah, you mentioned how well they've been packing it in against Erickson. How big would it be for you guys to hit a couple threes?
Right, we're going to have to. That's what we talked about at half. We're going to have to hit a couple shots, or it's going to be pretty rough. They're not going to expand that zone until we hit a couple shots. But I do think there's some things we can do to put a little more pressure on them than we did for the majority of that first half.
Well, good luck in the second half. Bill O'Malley, head coach of the St. Pat's Irish guys. They are down 7 here at the break.
Andy, and thanks to Bill for spending some time with us there at halftime. Well, if you have friends and family across the state, the country, or even the world, they can watch these NSAA high school championships on Nebraska Public Media Sports. Download the free Nebraska Public Media app, and anyone can watch their favorite Nebraska high school team or maybe even special player. Live streaming is supported through Apple TV, also supported through Chromecast, and you can pick up the app at the website right there, nebraskapublicmedia.org/apps. Oh, that's good. Ice cream in the morning.
Breakfast of champions, Larry.
So underway here, second half between Johnson Brock and the North Platte St. Pat's Fighting Irish. That's a little short, and Johnson Brock has failed to knock down a field goal in more than 3.5 minutes of clock time.
Yeah, both teams, North Platte St. Pat, stayed in man-to-man, and Johnson Brock's going to stay in there 2-3.
Roches with the long three. Good rebound, back up strong by Moats. Can't get it, draws the foul.
Yeah, North Platte St. Pat's most effective offense right now has been that offensive backboard. It's now their 7th offensive rebound. Nice job by Moats getting to the weak side. 70% of shots that are missed tend to go off the backside. Moats capitalized on making the first free throw.
First 2 points of the game for Will Moats, and all of a sudden, it's a 10-1 run for St. Pat's, and they're back to within 5. Drive in, and a foul is going to be called on St. Patrick's, and that was a drive by Pelican. And Pelican will shoot free throws.
The Pelican's done a nice job for Johnson Brock to being able to penetrate, get into the lane. He's kicked out for a couple of those made three-pointers, but he's also been able to get fouled. That's now his 5th and 6th free throw attempts for the game.
Brocious with it, skip pass over to Branch. Nice touch pass. And underneath bucket by Brecken Erickson.
Yeah, Coach Bally alluded to it that he thought there was some different areas of the zone that they could attack. You know, that job, instead of just setting somebody in the high post, they flashed into the high post. You know, really nice job by Branch, using that high post touch to get Erickson the shot at the block.
Offensive foul is going to be called to the Eagles. That's on Dollinghouse, and that's his 2nd.
And that's the 2nd time Trzynski. There you see a little flash, a little paint touch high-low. And that's by far Erickson's easiest basket of the game. He caught, you know, had a one-on-one opportunity, and he's going to score that the majority of the time. And as I mentioned, Trzynski has taken 2 charges, so, you know, having different ways to contribute in the state finals.
Pass inside, tipped away. That's Dollinghouse getting a hand on it. Pelican into the paint and turns it over right into the hands of Erickson. And Erickson with some nice work down low draws a foul. That's going to be another foul on Cam Dollinghouse, and now Cam Dollinghouse picks up his 3rd personal foul.
Yeah, I talked about it in the first half, just the patience to play in traffic. Sometimes you get a little nervous, or you play a little quicker by having more bodies around you. That time, Erickson did a really nice job of staying patient, was able to kind of get his shoulders through. Even though he missed the first free throw, you know, drawing another foul on Dollinghouse is a really positive play that could change the outcome of the game.
Dollinghouse, Behrens, and Buckmeyer, all for Johnson Brock, have 3 personal fouls. 5:50 to go still here in this 3rd quarter. Dollinghouse up top. Chase Van Winkle now into the game for the Eagles.
Johnson Brock showing good patience here. The balls went from side to side. North Platte St. Pat's doing a really good job of their half-court defense. They got a moving screen. Going to get Chase Van Winkle.
Just into the game, picks up his 1st. Three on the way is long into the hands of Dollinghouse. Drive by Pelican. Ooh, almost taken away on the backside after he was beaten, but then got a hand, and Moats picks up his foul. 2nd.
Yeah, here you see Pelican again. Nice job of attacking that closeout. I think any time that you're out of position and reaching defensively, that's going to be a foul.
Open look, 3-pointer by Dollinghouse is off. Branch with the rebound.
Yeah, those open threes that fell early for Johnson Brock. Now they're not falling. They're, we're at one point 3 of 4 from the 3, and now they're 4 of 10. Certainly those are good open looks.
That's going to be called on Will Moats, his 2nd foul. Both teams struggling from the floor. 29% for each. 6 of 21 for the Eagles, 7 of 24 for for the Irish.
Yeah, we kind of knew that. You know, Johnson Brock, we featured their defense, but, you know, you mentioned North Platte St. Pat lost 3 of their top 4 scorers, right, from a year ago. So this group is, you know, probably has, you know, won a lot of games on defense, and you know, that's showing. North Platte St. Pat has really settled in since the first quarter, has defended well.
Branch drives in off the front of the rim. Van Winkle comes out with it. House 3 is long. And the backside tipped out by Pelican. Timeout on the floor, 23-19. Eagles holding on here in the third.
This is a growing corn plant. It's not battery-powered. It doesn't have a 300-mile range, but it's vital in our fight against climate change. Reducing 46% of carbon emissions and producing clean-burning ethanol. Corn ethanol is the climate solution we need now.
Johnson Brock holding on to that 4-point lead. Some Twin Eagles there, the Dollinghouse boys, Camden and Kaysen. You see their contribution here in just their sophomore year. Their dad, Lucas, obviously the head coach. Those two boys have been on the bench for Johnson Brock games since they were 2 years old. They've been student managers since they were 2, so they've certainly been down here previously at State, seen the environment, been used to it. And there's dad, Lucas, who's in his 13th year and picked up win number 200 in the semifinals.
Yeah, very successful program. You know, won a state title, I think either 18 or 19 played for one and won one and got him back. So, you know, that culture, you see it all the time down here at State, just the programs and towns that, you know, take pride in their youth basketball and they invest, and, you know, certainly fun story to have your sons able to share that experience with you.
Anymore, you don't have this level of success, or it's very rare, maybe we should say, without having a youth program. And there is Dollinghouse with the drive. That is Kaysen for 2 and a 3-point play opportunity. Just don't have success as a program and get to this level multiple times without some sort of youth program that's very successful.
Yeah, and I think each school, you know, around the state has some different, you know, maybe it's football for one school, or, you know, there's certainly different sports that the town gravitates towards and the players invest in. And, you know, to your point, Larry, if you're not, you know, working at it and having passion around it, you know, success isn't going to follow. You just don't wake up one day and you know, have a good program or be a good player. You have to invest and put time into it. And the towns that do that, you know, tend to make it down here more than ones that don't.
Krashinsky knocks down a 3-pointer.
Yeah, that's North Platte St. Pat's first 3, 1 of 7.
5 points now for Troshinsky.
Now the deficit is just 3.
3 on the other end. Down, that rattles down by Sloan Pelican. He has 6.
Yeah, there's been no offensive rhythm, and now that's 3 possessions in a row that we've had baskets. So hopefully each team can kind of settle in here. Looking forward for a fantastic finish.
Good ball movement back up top. Another 3 by Troshinsky off. Battle for the rebound comes out. And on it right away was Pelican, who took the timeout and saved the possession.
That corner 3 has been open against the 2-3 zone. You saw Troshinsky make there. And then Pelican matches with his own corner 3. It's now 7 points for Pelican.
Perriott still leads Johnson Brock with 9. Pelican is second with 7. They've extended that lead now back to 6 at 28-22. 31% from the floor, 38% from range for Johnson Brock. 5 of their 13 threes. And as you said, Andy, just 1 for North Platte St. Patrick's, 1 of 8. Tired of the pressure on the inbound. 3 on the way is short, into the hands of Branch. Zarek Branch will push the pace. Branch, a little too strong in the lay-in. Carry out the other way. Foul's going to be called on Trashinsky, and that is going to be Trashinsky's second.
Yeah, nice consistent fishing. Here you see it, just not square on the shoulder. Referees have done a good job of being very consistent with their whistle on block charge calls, which I think is just a very difficult charge in the game of basketball. And Tradinsky is willing to go take a charge. He's already got 2. That's a skill in itself. Defenders that can anticipate and rotate, and have the toughness willing to stand in there and take a charge.
Tip pass inside. Nice job in transition to the quick outlet. And Branch comes away with the rebound off the miss of Kohler.
And Trzazinski was the reason that layup was missed, was able to get there and get set. Offensive players worried about getting a charge, kind of slid out of the way and missed the layup. So Trzazinski, another nice defensive play to help North Platte St. Pat get the ball back.
Kaysen Dollinghouse with that last foul. That is his second. Brecken Erickson will shoot. Erickson just 3 of 8 from the line. And now 4 of 9. He has 8 points. Make it 10. Erickson. Another turnover. Here's Branch.
Full court pressure.
Fouled. It's going to be the 3rd on Kaysen Dollinghouse. And now 4 players with 3 fouls for Johnson Brock.
Great athletic play there by Branch. So really the second time in this game that North Platte St. Pat has picked up full and was able to turn Johnson Brock over. It's just 11 turnover for Johnson Brock. Johnson Brock's defense has forced 16. St. Pat's really struggling to take advantage of those free throw opportunities. Only 6 of 13 now from the free throw line for the game.
Tipped away. That is Kohler. He'll take it in, but doesn't finish. Barons with the rebound. Open look, kicks it out off the front of the rim, and Erickson with another board. 28-23 inside 45 seconds here in the 3rd.
North Platte St. Pat had a great finish in that second quarter, carried a little momentum into halftime. So hopefully they can capitalize here and carry that momentum back into the 4th quarter.
Trashinsky's 3 is off the front, but Branch with the rebound, back up strong, and gets 2. Branch now with 4 points.
Sorry, Larry, now 9 offensive rebounds. That's been a really effective part of North Platte St. Pat's offense.
Jim drives in, leaves it for Barons, and he is fouled by Erickson. That is Erickson's second.
Yeah, Branch really athletic rebound here. Kind of went above the block out. Well, that little mid-range floater is a tough shot, but you can see his concentration, was able to use his touch. That was they had really struggled out. They got the corner 3 and then went about 4 or 5 possessions without a basket. So good athletic play by Branch with the rebound and the putback.
That's their first bucket in 6 shots. That ends an 0 for 5 drought. Big 3-pointer to extend it 6.
Yeah, nice flex action out of the out-of-bounds play to create inside-outside. Kaysen Dollinghouse gets his first points of the game with that 3.
Big three-pointer to end the third for Johnson Brock. They've extended it now. 31-25, 8 minutes to go before we crown a champ here in Lincoln.
Have you heard about FAFSA?
It's like a form you fill out. Fill it out and you get money for college.
Easiest way to get money for college, hands down.
FAFSA.
It's a life hack.
It's your way in.
So you want to help me pay for college? I'm down.
Heck yeah.
Definitely.
How is this not trending on all the things?
It took me like 30 minutes to fill out.
So easy.
How much am I gonna get?
This is a hidden gem. Fill out your FAFSA.
FAFSA.
Drink water, buckle up, fill out your FAFSA.
The way we use electricity has changed a lot over the years. What hasn't changed is our commitment to make sure it's there the moment you need it. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
The top seed, St. Patrick Irish, taking on Johnson Brock for the title here in D1. Eagles came in at the number 3 seed. They've got the lead by 6 as we enter the 4th. Turnaround not good. And a foul called on Erickson. That's going to be his 3rd.
Irish foul number 15, Greg Erickson. That's his 3rd personal foul.
And that will be the 7th team foul. So we'll be in the both teams are actually going to be in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter.
There's Kaysen Dollinghouse, who hit that 3 to end the 3rd.
Yeah, I thought that was a big 3, Larry. You know, there's just a game within a game, and there's game pressure, and Johnson Brock has been able to kind of play from the front, kind of keep that 3 to 5 to 6 point lead. North Platte St. Pat is probably a more experienced team being here last year, but if Johnson Brock can keep that lead, I think it allows you to play a little bit more comfortable. You don't force as much. And North Platte St. Pat just has been running up the hill the whole game, and they haven't been able to get over that hump. So that 3 and then those 2 free throws has really allowed Johnson Brock some breathing room here, up 8 with 7.5 to go.
8 points, largest lead in the second half. And another turnover. Dollinghouse comes away with it.
You know, obviously shot clock has been discussed. There's no shot clock at the smaller levels, so you can kind of take longer possessions and really force teams to maybe play a little bit more frenzied or hurried than what they're used to doing. And you can see that here. They've used that penetration, then now get back to the free throw line. Well, now 10 of 14, so Johnson Brock's done a great job of taking advantage of those opportunities.
Cam Dollinghouse now with 5 to equal the 5 of his brother Kaysen. Now a 10-point advantage here in the 4th for Johnson Brock.
And that 2-3 naturally makes you play more deliberative.
Battled that one down, and the long 3-pointer for Brocious. Big shot there, down by 10, cuts it to 7. His first 3 of the game.
Yeah, and that was deep. That a lot of times, I think players since that red line, which is the college line, Brocious was 2 steps outside of that. That's a 25, 26-foot 3-pointer. His first make of the game. But certainly being down 10, they needed a positive play. Brocious shot that with confidence. And that's going to allow Coach O'Malley to probably set some full court pressure here out of this timeout.
Brocious had 4 of the quarters, 6 points in the semis, and that was his first 3 of the game. First 3 points and a big one here in the 4th. So Bill O'Malley draws up out of the timeout.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to stay man pressure, which, you know, is certainly advantageous. I think you can put pressure on people. Keep your eye out. It's already 18 fouls for North Platte St. Pat, so you have to be able to guard here without fouling.
Offensive foul is going to be called on Dollinghouse, and that is his 4th personal foul. And he will head to the bench here with 6:50 still remaining in the 4th.
In that time, North Platte St. Pat's was able to get square on that charge attempt. Just a big play in this game. Dollinghouse, leading scorer for Johnson Brock's, going to have to sit for at least 2 or 3 minutes here.
Inside to Erickson. Turn around. Strong rebound by Moats. Goes back up. Can't get it. And then Behrens pulls away the rebound.
Yeah, 2 really nice opportunities. Coach O'Malley ran a cross screen and got Erickson a pretty good shot. And then an offensive rebound put back right at the rim. Didn't go. Fortunate for North Platte St. Pat's. They're going to have to stay with their defense, though. Having Cam Dollinghouse on the bench. Takes an option away from Johnson Brock.
Eagles will be very patient here with this 7-point lead with 5:50 to go, but Branch gets a hand in there, comes up with a steal. And Branch is fouled from behind by Pelican, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, Branch has made some really big plays here. You can just see his ball pressure, good active hands. Gets his hand in and draws a foul and gets himself to the free throw line. That's 3 steals for Branch.
Very good length for Branch.
Fortunately for St. Pat's, it's only 6 of 14 from the free throw line.
That's going to be a foul called on Brecken Erickson, and Erickson has now picked up his 4th. Well, what a heads-up play there by Behrens. Stand his ground.
Yeah,
draw the foul.
I'll be honest, I've seen that a lot in college basketball recently, and they need to take that play out of the game. You can't, run up and set a screen, or you see it sometimes where they see a post running down, they'll jump in front of him and take a charge. It's a dangerous play. It's a non-basketball play. You certainly. That was certainly a charge. You ran over the screener. Right. That needs to be called. But full court where you just run and jump in front of somebody. I think it's something that not only Nebraska high school officiating, but in general, we have to look at that play and is that a basketball play, and how you can eliminate that from the game. But it moves on. Right. 8-point game, 5:30.
Brochus long 3-pointer again. That one off the front of the rim. Backside rebound. Pass inside to Erickson. Jump ball called. Nice job getting a hand in there by Buckmeyer to create the tie-up. And possession arrow goes to Johnson Brock.
And that was a great call. You can see on top of the basketball, both players had it simultaneously. It's a jump ball. Great, terrific play, because I think Erickson probably would have scored that if he was able to get through that traffic.
Speed. Keeps his feet on the ground, and Buckmeyer goes up for 2.
Yeah, really good patience. Just kind of waited, and got the best opportunity and pushed the lead back to 10.
Branch off the rim and a foul underneath. It's going to be a push. Looks like it's going to be called on William Moats. Will Moats. Check that. It'll be against Johnson Brock. Second foul on Pelican, and it will put Moats at the line.
Yeah, Pelican just kind of cleared out on that block out with a 2-hand push. Those are important free throws here for North Platte St. Pat. 6 of 14. As you look back at this stat sheet, if they come up short, that's certainly going to be an area that they're not going to be happy with. Coach O'Malley's taken Erickson out with 4 fouls here so they can set the pressure, see if they can use that full court man-to-man to create another turnover.
First one good for Moats.
It's only 2 points for Moats, but has contributed a lot of other ways. 10 rebounds.
Into the hands of Branch, and another tie-up. This time it will stay with St. Patrick's.
Yeah, just terrific effort on both sides right now. Every loose ball, every rebound, almost is becoming a scrum just with the intensity of the players. Coach O'Malley brings Erickson back, kind of going offensive defense here with him being in foul trouble, having 4.
Just thought about it, had an open look. Trushinsky knocks it down. Back to 6.
That's Trushinsky's second 3, 2 for 4.
Good drive, reverse lay-in, pretty move by Nick Perriott. Again, back-to-back three-pointers for Sam Trushinsky.
Yeah, nice job by Pelican turning that down, resisted the urge to shoot it. This well-coached team. You know, they're in the bonus, so anything.
Nice take, good drive, draws the foul. Pelican will shoot a couple.
Yeah, you'll look at this. Good penetration there. Erickson's in a tough spot, having 4 fouls. He's able to kind of attack that matchup for the reverse layup. And then credit Pelican. That, you know, I thought he was going to shoot that 3. Really, you know, the rhythm of the game was kind of back and forth. You want to answer. Richard Trushinsky, you can tell he's kind of in a rhythm now. 3 of 5 from the 3-point line. But going back to the Pelican point, you know, just was able to turn it down, and then he got it back and got himself to the free throw line. Unfortunately for him, he missed both. But those free throws slow the game down, allows you to set your defense.
Uh-oh, look out. Here comes Trushinsky. That's 3 now, and they're back to within 2. 40-38 late.
Yeah, it's 4-6 now, Larry. 5-11 from the game.
And 3 straight.
And Coach Dallinghouse senses that momentum has flipped, is going to come back with Cam Dallinghouse, has been on the bench with 4 fouls. There you see it. That was deep too. The rim is looking big right now to Trushinsky. So you can see the bench, the emotion, state finals.
14 for Trushinsky, and this is the closest that North Platte St. Patrick's has been since it was 3-1. It is a 40-38 game. Johnson and Brock. Let's go over to Andy Kendi.
Larry, Sam Trushinsky, he's got a long lineage of athletes in his family. He's a cousin with Chris Bober, who's an NFL lineman for 8 years, former UNO Maverick football player. And his grandpa, Ben, and his brothers played for those Atkinson St. Joseph teams that won back-to-back titles in Class C in 1946 and 47. Larry, were you calling games for NET back then?
I didn't pick it up until 35. So, no, I wasn't there in 28. It was, I was pre-depression. So, I wasn't, you know, not quite. All right, here we go.
Now, Johnson Brock has had the answer the whole game. Every time St. Pat's has went on a run, they've been able to answer and kind of keep that 2-4, and then they built it back up to 10. Now it's back to 2. We'll see if they have the poise and the pressure of a state championship to keep playing from the lead.
Foul puts Nick Perriott at the line.
This will be Perriott's first free throws of the day. From here on out, both teams will be in the double bonus.
So the Darlinghouses with 3 and 4 fouls apiece will go to the bench.
Yeah, you'll probably see both coaches go, you know, a little O to D for about another minute of this game, just trying to protect, keep their best players on the court.
Both free throws good. 4-point game. Erickson. Here is Branch into the paint. Comes up a little short. High rebound. Tipped out, and Buckmeyer has it.
You saw the adjustment. Coach Dallinghouse went man-to-man for the first possession out of that timeout. Nice adjustment, just trying to not let Trzynski get another open three.
Perry out with it, looking inside. Nearly another steal, and a quick timeout called by Dallinghouse. Great hands there, though, for Zarek Branch.
Yeah, he was pretty close to
another one,
generating a fast break opportunity there. It's going to leave Johnson Brock with 2 timeouts. North Platte St. Pat's has 3, but what that timeout does is allows you to get, you know, your better offensive, or maybe your more experienced offensive players back on the court with 2:41 to play.
Well, the Eagles have been led by Nick Perriott, who had 6 points in the semifinal, but he showed up big here in his state championship game. Perriott now with 13 to lead the way for Johnson Brock.
Yeah, you see Pelican getting in that lane, kicking out there. And you see a backside reversal pass for the open three. Nice inside-outside three again. And then I think his biggest points of the day were those two free throws.
Yeah.
You know, because the momentum has shifted, and you're back to a 2-point game, and just to have the poise to go up there and make 2 to get it back to 4 were, you know, really veteran plays.
Pelican, they trap him quickly, get it off the Dallinghouse. Now to Perriott. 2:25 to go.
North Platte St. Pat's man-to-man half-court defense has been really good this game. It's made things hard on Johnson Brock.
To the top, Perriott will reset.
Only 11 of 34 from the floor for Johnson Brock. They've forced 13 turnovers. See if they can get a couple key stops here late.
Pelican with the bounce pass. The drive in by Dallinghouse comes up short.
Yeah, terrific job of not fouling, staying with your half-court defense.
Trzynski thought about it.
Johnson Brock's going to stay in man-to-man here. Looking for, you know, Erickson's not on the court right now.
Winder down low. The turnaround rattles in. The sophomore with a big shot and a quick timeout taken by Bill O'Malley. Back to a 2-point game, 1:26 to go.
Yeah, Winder has really made some positive contributions. Kind of, you know, first started in the middle of the zone, but 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks, and none bigger than that basket to cut it back to 2.
Yeah, well, you mentioned when, in the first half when they were struggling to score, he came in and provided a little bit of that high-low action, which allowed him to get on the board, and he contributes here late in a big way.
Yeah, you'll see North Platte St. Pat's probably going to pick up full court here. Just trying to put a little pressure on Johnson Brock, see if they can force a mistake. You know, I think they have to be careful not to foul.
Well, it is today, certainly. Saturdays are for the dads. A good one here for all dads. 42-40, 1:26 to go. D1 title is on the line. The Dallinghouse, who breaks the pressure. He's going to be trapped there in the corner. Jump ball called, and a possession arrow will keep it with the Eagles.
Yeah, nice job by North Platte St. Pat's. Dallinghouse picked the basketball up in, you know, kind of a tough area. They're just getting swarmed. A lot of hands on the basketball.
Picked it up again near midcourt. Got it away before the pressure got there.
Yeah, this is such a tough spot for the offense. You want to stay aggressive because you'd like to try to find another basket, but you can't really force and take a tough shot.
Lost it into the hands of Brocious. Opportunity here, down by 2 with the ball. Inside a minute to go.
Johnson Brock's going to stay man-to-man. I guess O'Malley's going to put Erickson in here with this timeout. Gives him a... Be anxious to see if Coach Dallinghouse goes back to the zone, knowing they don't have a great post matchup for Erickson and man-to-man.
Well, this comeback courtesy of Sam Trushinsky for North Platte St. Patrick's. 4 threes, but 3 right in a row. Back-to-back-to-back possessions for Trushinsky.
Well, there you see a nice little 15-foot pull-up. That was in the first half. And then here you're going to see the run of threes. Trushinsky hits rolling there from the right wing. His hands are down. Caught that 2-3 zone, a little bit of rotation there. And then here's one more. This one was no doubter that when it was going up 3 in a row. And really what's the difference? They were down 10, and those threes got them back in the game. And then they've really done a good job of getting some stops late to give them a chance to either tie or win here, or tie and take the lead on this possession.
.42-40 the score, 46 to go. St. Patrick's has not led in this game. An opportunity here to either tie or take their first lead inside a minute.
So Johnson Brock is going to go man-to-man, which tells me, you know, my guess is something's going to go to Erickson on the block here. Some inside-outside. You can always kick it back out.
Brocious with it up top. Here's Trushinsky.
Little ball screen. They're going to try to post Erickson on the backside here.
Just a little too high for Erickson, and a quick timeout taken by the Eagles. 30 seconds remaining. 42-40 is the score. So St. Patrick's likely a lot of pressure here. Try to get the inbound steal. You think they foul pretty quickly?
Yeah, you know, with 26 seconds, I think you can, you know, try to steal and maybe get one trap. You don't have to panic only being a 2-point game and foul right away. But I think, you know, once they kind of break that initial trap or pressure, you've got to foul and extend the basketball game. You know, it's going to be a spot throw, so you're not going to be able to run. You know, both teams are in the double bonus. You know, certainly for Johnson Brock, your first goal is to just get it in. You know, you'd prefer to get it into some of your better free throw shooters if you can design some type of an action to make that happen.
Okay, to tell you, if you'd like a DVD of these state championships, you could call 800-868-1868. Also visit nebraskapublicmedia.org. $19.95 plus shipping and handling for a copy of these state high school championships, or any of the high school championships we bring you here on Nebraska Public Media.
Yeah, the past possession, St. Pat's has kind of went to a full face guard with a player on the ball. Oh, they're actually going to go on the side here. So this is, you know, this is the area that you probably don't drill as much in terms of press break. But good job by Johnson Brock getting it in. And there you see really no trap opportunity. So Trushinsky was forced to foul. Sorry, Dallinghouse is 4-4 from the free throw line, so certainly has had some success there.
Team Dallinghouse shooting 2.
You know, having that double bonus, I think it helps ease the nerves a little bit, knowing that you've got 2. Dallinghouse makes the first. This is the important one for Johnson Brock to put him up 2 possessions. For North Platte St. Pat, you want to rebound this and push. You know, I think you take the first good shot, you get it. If that's a 3, fine. If it's something at the rim, you're a chance to get to the free throw line.
So knocks them both down. 4-point advantage here for Johnson Brock. 20 seconds to go here in the state championship. Trushinsky drives into the lane. Trushinsky tipped long, and Bears with the rebound. kicks it out to Perriott. Perriott lays it in. And a timeout taken on the floor, but what a play. Defensively, Barron's ahead to Perriott, who lays it in, and a 6-point lead, and Johnson Brock on its way to its first title since 2019.
Good job of just, not getting the rebound was the important play there, and then able to kick it down to Perriott, which took the time and the patience to make the layup, put Johnson Brock that much closer to a state championship.
St. Patrick's quick three.
Yeah, North Platte St.
pressure. They're out of timeouts.
Yeah. So really, by all definition, the game is over. You shouldn't grab it and take it inbound.
That's right.
3.9's, just probably enough time to try to get a good shot here to cut into that 6-point deficit a little bit. But Johnson Brock showed great poise. Lost momentum for a short time and was able to get it back with a couple free throws and finish it out.
That'll do it. The Eagles of Johnson Brock are state champs in Class D1. Second title for head coach Lucas Dollinghouse. Well, an exciting one to start our day. Good way to begin a day where we will crown 6 state champs. One already in the books, Johnson Brock. They are state champions. When we come back, medals and trophies to both teams. Stay with us.
Constellation is a natural gas supplier helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given more than $320,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
Imagine a future fueled by soy-based possibilities. A future where creativity and productivity live together under one roof. A future that takes you from point A to point B to point Z, all while ensuring brighter tomorrows for our next generation. A soy-based future? It's already here.
Coverage of the 2023 NSAA High School Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Kubota Dealers. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Nets are coming down. The Eagles are state champs. The Johnson Brock Eagles with their second title. Won it in 2019 and here again in 22. 4 championships overall for Johnson Brock. Let's go over to Drew Dinker.
The Nebraska School Activities Association, the Nebraska Coaches Association, and the Nebraska Athletic Administrators Association are proud to support positive sportsmanship during the state championships and throughout the season. At this time, we are pleased to present the Sportsmanship Award for Class D1. The trophy is graciously donated by Awards Unlimited. The sportsmanship program is exclusively presented by Currency, which helps businesses grow throughout Nebraska and beyond. We are proud to sponsor this award, and we congratulate our Nebraska students for their achievements. Making the presentation is NCAA President Russ Ninemeyer from Douglas County West, and representing Currency is Mitch Easley. The Class D1 Sportsmanship Award winner is North Platte St. Patrick's High School. Congratulations, North Platte St. Patrick's High School. The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Jay Beller, NSAA Board of Directors Nick Wemhoff from Fort Calhoun, and Thomas Lee from Omaha Westview. Here are the awards for runner-up, North Platte St. Patrick's High School. Head coach Bill O'Malley and his assistants will present the silver medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. Number 0, Isaac Irish. Number 2, Porter Connick. Number 4, Trey Furmansky. Number 11, Logan Winder. Number 22, Thomas Gale. Number 32, Dimitri Pettit. Number 41, Sutton Tickle. Number 55, Coy Baker. Number 15, Brecken Erickson. Number 20, Sam Troshinsky. And now to the seniors. Number 44, Seth Engler. Number 1, Andrew Brocious. Number 12, Zarek Branch. And number 23, Will Modes. For these outstanding athletes in their school, here is the 2023 NSAA Class D1 State Basketball Runner-Up Trophy. Congratulations, North Platte St. Patrick's. And now to the champions, Johnson Brock High School. Head coach Lucas Dollinghouse, we have a special award for you. Coach Dollinghouse and his assistants will present the gold medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. Number 2, Hayden Gravatt. Number 10, Chase Van Winkle. Number 12, Brody Kaler. Number 15, Garrison Bowie. Number 20, Grady Barrett. Number 25, Austin Meyer. Number 3, Sloan Pelican. Number 5, Camden Dollinghouse. Number 13, Kaysen Dollinghouse. Number 30, Leighton Barrett. And now to the seniors. Number 21, Jalen Barrett. Number 23, Blaine Buckmeyer. Number 42, Dalton Knippelmeyer. And number 22, Nick Perriott. Presenting the championship game ball from Farmers Mutual Insurance, Vice President of Underwriting, Chad Lowy. For these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2023 NSAA Class D1 State Basketball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Johnson Brock High School.
Great moment for Johnson Brock. The Eagles our state champs. And what a feeling that must be as the nets came down for Johnson Brock. Senior Dalton Knippelmeyer bringing home a championship as well. Let's go inside. Andy Kindy is with Bill O'Malley.
Well, Coach, this is obviously not the results you had anticipated. You guys made a heck of a run to get back in this thing, and you had a possession to try to take the lead. What was the difference in the second half?
Well, we hit it to get back in it there. We hit 2 or 3 threes in pretty close proximity and tightened it up pretty quickly. We never really developed a lot of offensive rhythm the whole game, and that's largely credit to Johnson Brock. They really packed it in and made it hard for us to get anything easy around the basket. And then, of course, when we did hit some threes, it was late, and so we were down to where we only had just the one opportunity to really to tie it up or take the lead there late.
Yeah, how good of a defensive effort was that by the opposition? They forced 19 turnovers on you guys.
Yeah, they really crowded the lane, and the other thing they did is they were able to pop the ball loose a few times from us, from the backside, helping with their zone, and they just did an outstanding job. Yeah.
So difficult to repeat, and it's a new year with some new pieces. But what will you take away from this season, which you wind up on championship Saturday?
Yeah, it's just a remarkable year for the kids. I mean, we lost our school's all-time leading scorer last year, and I think the kids just didn't look too far ahead and just kept playing game for game and were able to put together an outstanding season. And I'm just very happy for them that they were able to get to this point.
Heck of a year, 25 wins and a state runner-up trophy. Going to North Platte St. Pat's. They are the runner-up to Johnson Brock. We will hear from the Eagles straight ahead.
This is a growing corn plant. It's not battery-powered. It doesn't have a 300-mile range, but it's vital in our fight against climate change. Reducing 46% of carbon emissions and producing clean-burning ethanol. Corn ethanol is the climate solution we need now.
The best of the NSAA Speech Championships comes to Nebraska Public Media as students perform their award-winning speeches. Coming in from all over the state, these presentations cover each of the 9 speech categories. Watch the NSAA Speech Championships, the best of the best. Sunday, April 30th at 1 p.m. Central on Nebraska Public Media and on the Nebraska Public Media app.
Coverage of the 2023 NSAA High School Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Corn Board, Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation Energy. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. Back here at Pinnacle Bank Arena as they're getting ready for the C1 title game between Auburn and Ashland Greenwood. Let's take a look back at the statistics from that D1 championship between Johnson Brock and North Platte St. Pat's. The final was 46-40. Those 6 threes were big in helping the Eagles get the lead. North Platte really closed that gap with those 3 straight late to pull back to within 2, but in the end, 18 points off turnovers for the Eagles, including that last bucket by Perriott to give the Eagles the state championship. When we come back, we'll hear from the champ. Andy Kindy will be backstage. Stay with us.
A lot of land comes with a lot of work. The Kubota MX Series is ready to help. You can mow, move hay bales, grade, and clear brush and snow. Equipped with a cab for any conditions. Loader lift capacity for jobs of all sizes. Hydrostatic or gear transmission options. The Kubota MX Series. For more information and participating Nebraska Kubota dealers, KubotaNEsports.com.
Funding for NSAA High School Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is provided in part by the Dr. Thomas and Dorothy Hallstrom Athletics Endowment.
Live streaming for the NSAA Championships are also available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the free Nebraska Public Media app.
Johnson Brock, your champions in Class D1, 46-40 over St. Pat's. Lucas Dallinghouse is the winning head coach. Coach, I want to ask you about your defense. At State, you gave up 26 points, 40 points, and 40 points. How in the world did you do that?
Well, just the effort of these kids. You know, we've talked for a long time that we're not the biggest kids, we're not the fastest kids. You know, maybe we're not always the strongest kids, but we hustle our tails off. And that's really what it came down to in the whole state tournament. And they've been doing it all year. So, yeah, they're just a bunch of kids that play well together and hustle like crazy.
You had double-digit leads in each half, and yet they made a run and a push. How did you guys keep your poise when that lead shrank to 2?
Well, we told the kids before the game and then at halftime, we said they're going to go on a run at some point. And really that run they made before halftime was probably a good point for that to happen because we had the extended break and we thought maybe that would, you know, shunt their momentum a little bit. But we just, you know, we knew that we could control the ball. We've been a pretty good free throw shooting team all year. So we knew, you know, in a situation like that, we would be okay. The kids just didn't lose their cool and they finished the game.
4 state titles now for Johnson Brock, and this is the first since 2019. How special is this?
It's real special. You know, to be able to do it with this group, you know, I've had the opportunity to do 3 state titles now, and each group has been very, very special to me. This group, though, you know, we've been battling since 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, and all the time, all the effort, all the work we put in, it's paid off. And I told the boys, if you just work hard and do what we're capable of doing, good things will happen for you. And that's really what happened today.
And to win with your twin sons, that's pretty special.
That's like a dream come true,
that's
really.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Hey, he's the head coach of the Johnson Brock Eagles, Lucas Dallinghouse. Congratulations to them. We're going to hear from some of the victorious Eagle players straight ahead.
After concussion, returning to the classroom is a priority of the NSAA. All brains return to learn, not all brains return to play.
After recognizing that an athlete has suffered a concussion, it is important to monitor the symptoms in the classroom before allowing the athlete to return to extracurricular activities.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course once every 3 years.
More information is available on our website, nsaahome.org. Student athletes are students first, athletes second.
I'm Kay McKenzie from Beatrice, and I watch, listen, and support Nebraska Public Media. I'm a history buff, so I never miss Finding Your Roots with Henry Louis Gates Jr. and Antiques Roadshow. They're a great way to learn about history and cultures from around the world. You never know what you might learn at a program. So join me and become a member at nebraskapublicmedia.org, and thank you.
Johnson Brock hoisting the gold trophy. They are headed home with that hardware as they are victorious 46-40 in the D1 state championship game. Let's talk to some of the players. This is Camden Dallinghouse. He's a sophomore. Cam, what is this feeling to hoist the trophy now that you saw it as a kid and other guys doing it? Now you get to do it. How does that feel?
Just surreal. I didn't know how it'd feel. It feels amazing. Especially with this group of guys. Been playing with them for a long time now.
How did you do it today? What was the key in your mind?
Just play defense and lock down 15 that we should win.
15 being Erickson. How was that game plan? It seemed like they really tried to get it down low in terms of establishing his presence. How How much of a priority was it for you guys?
It was a big priority. We had to collapse in the 2-3 and then rely on them making a 3 to be in it.
I want to ask you too, playing for coach. You call him coach, you call him dad. How special is this for you?
Very. I've been on his sideline for almost my whole life, so it feels pretty nice to win with him.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations. Let's hand the trophy off to Sloan Pelican. He's a junior. He had 7 points. Sloan, great name, by the way, Sloan Pelican. So let me ask you, too, about how the effort was in the second half. They're making a run, and you knew you had to do something. What did you do to stop that run?
Pretty much just trusting ourselves. I mean, we got great free throw shooters on our team, so just trusting them, get the Camden the ball, and trust them to sink those free throws.
Yeah, it's interesting. We talk a little bit about free throws and how much of a priority is it for you guys as the Eagles, and it really paid off today. I think you hit 17 to 23 or something like that. How important are those?
I mean, their coach says all the time, free throws win games, lose games, so that's why we practice them every day, and so we can come out on top like this.
Yeah, it's not the most, we're going to see baskets, and yet free throws win championships, right? How special is this for you? You know, a junior, you saw Johnson Brock teams in the past win. Now it's your teams that won. How cool is that?
I mean, it means the world to me. I mean, I love all my teammates, and to do it with them just means everything. Bring it back to the community, the great fan base, and it's awesome. Awesome.
Well, congratulations. Let's hand the trophy off, and we're going to get in Nick Perriott with 15 points. 22, number 22 here, but you guys were 16 of 23 at the free throw line. I want to correct myself. How important were those free throws down the stretch?
Very important. They were probably our number one priority going into this game, and we knew we had to sink them.
How big of a deal is it for you? I mean, it's been a long journey for you as a player, and to have the trophy, have the net around your neck. How cool is that?
It's amazing. It's been a dream of mine since 3rd grade, and here it is.
How did you guys do it today as you're looking at a couple of the highlights?
We just really focused on our defensive keys and trust that we can make our shots.
Yeah. How big of a culture thing is it? You know, Coach talked about you guys starting out as 3rd, 4th, 5th graders, playing youth basketball, being a big deal, maybe playing some tournaments as kids. How big of a deal is it to establish that culture early and then see it go to fruition and reap the benefits here in high school?
I think it's very important because then you get the entire summer to build your relationship and get to know your players as a team. And from there, you really don't get a long period off where you kind of like take a step back. And so I feel like it's very important.
As a senior, you're leaving a legacy. What kind of legacy does this leave for you to win a state championship and now forever that trophy will be in the trophy case?
I feel like it leaves a very good legacy, and I couldn't have done it without the group of guys that we played with.
Well, congratulations on a state championship as Johnson Brock, your Class D1 state title winners, 46-40 over North Platte St. Pat's.
Participating in multiple Nebraska high school activities has taught me the value of teamwork.
I learned how to be a strong leader among my peers.
We set goals as a team and work hard to accomplish them.
I strive to excel not only in the classroom, but on the playing field.
The Nebraska School Activities Association providing opportunities in 25 activities for our member high schools. NSAA activities, the other half of education.
In the years after its passage in 1972, several attempts tried to change Title IX. Some federal lawmakers felt it shouldn't apply to intercollegiate athletics, in part because they were not a required part of curriculum. In 1975, Senate Bill S-2106 proposed to exclude revenue-producing sports, like football, from Title IX coverage. The bill was introduced by Senator John Tower of Texas, Senator Dewey Bartlett from Oklahoma, and Senator Roman Preska of Nebraska. Letters from UNL's athletic director Bob Devaney and head football coach Tom Osborne submitted in the record opposed Title IX. UNL's women's athletic director Aileen Swafford submitted a letter in favor of Title IX. It read in part, "Women's intercollegiate athletics, as well as many other areas in education, need federal support to move closer to our country's goals of non-discrimination and equality." The Senate rejected this attempt to change Title IX.
Coverage of the 2023 NSAA High School Basketball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Kubota Dealers. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Well, sports fans, Nebraska Public Media is for you. We bring you more Nebraska high school championship and collegiate sports than any other Nebraska network. For more information on dates, times, DVD sales, and available webcasts, you can visit nebraskapublicmedia.org/sports. Putting a wrap on that Class D1 state championship, Johnson Brock takes its second title in 5 years. 46-40 was the final, and Johnson Brock got off to the quick start, hit the threes early, and then that late flurry by St. Patrick's.
Yeah, St. Patrick's was the championship team. They battled back at the second quarter, and then they took their run early in the fourth quarter to cut it to 2. But Johnson Brock just had the poise and the just the resilience to kind of hang in there, make some plays late, and just a credit to them for that state title.
Coming up in C1, we've got a rematch. It's Ashland Greenwood and Auburn for a state championship. That will do it for here in the D1 Championship. For Andy Markowski and Andy Kendi and the entire sports production crew, I'm Larry Putney. Thanks for watching the Class D1 Basketball State Championship, Nebraska Public Media. Next one's coming up. Stay with us.